Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the eISL powered by Coca-Cola with Hero as our associate sponsor, Nordwin Gaming as our esports partner, and PlayStation as our platform partner. Now, my name is Sia, and I'm joined by, of course, the one and only Azim as we bring to you what is going to be an interesting matchup. But before that, how are you, Azim?
Very good. Still recovering from the adrenaline rush of sporting events last night. So secretly was hoping for a nice, calm, quiet day of the eISL today, but we know that's never going to happen. And with ATKMB involved, you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, exactly. But if there are any new viewers catching up with us here, for their sake, let's take a look at the format. As you can see, it's over 4 months of actions leading to that FIFA Global Series at the very end, where the winning team players turn on each other, and that's a big event to be representing an entire country.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, a huge prize pool as well that these guys are competing for. Not just the prestige of representing India at the FIFA Global Series, but total prize pool of 78 lakh rupees. 15 lakhs for the first place team and so on until 2.5 lakhs. But an enticing award for the MVP. We have quite a few people who are vying for that so far. Lots of people who have been putting in incredible performances. And yeah, great to see what these guys can put in today.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting show for sure because as you mentioned as well, right, we are going to watch ATK Mohun Bagan today, and I think for them, as we take a look at the leaderboard, you'll see why. I'm going to say I think for them this match is so crucial. 4 matches played, still at 0 points, and they just haven't been able to find their mojo really, because every single time we feel like, for example, when we feel like he gets ahead, it's like nope, he is not going to stay ahead, and that's been a recurring problem.
Yeah, dead last at the moment, ATK Mohun Bagan. Of course, they're going up against Mumbai City FC, who are in a, well, reasonable, you could say reasonable run of form. Pretty close game last time out for them. And ATK Mohun Bagan, I mean, you could call them in engineering education terms, you could call them ATKT Mohun Bagan, because they have failed to get a single win so far.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you look at the goals for and goal difference, right? You realize how many goals they have gotten scored against them, and that's been one of the issues for why they haven't got points. But hey, we have that 4-month long schedule, so these players can get the required time to adapt to the LAN experience and try their best and keep improving. So we'll see if they are able to do that. But as you mentioned, the Mumbai boys themselves have looked good. So it is going to be Ashwin taking on KT Dillon and Tika taking on Binder Teja. And I'm really excited for this because it feels like 2 quite close matchups in both ways.
Yeah, and obviously I think ATK Mohun Bagan, they've had a little bit of time off now, a few days off to sort of work on their game, particularly their defensive play, which left a lot to be desired. And you can see them in their away jersey, I think, today, ATKMB. There you can see it's not a problem of scoring goals for them. And in fact, Mumbai City FC have actually struggled to score goals on occasion, but their defense has been rather solid, as you can see over there. They've won one of their individual matches, a lot of draws, draw specialists, you could say, Mumbai City FC, but ATKMB still have not managed to get a single win on the board, and that's really been the problem for them.
Yeah, absolutely. But I will say, there's signs of perhaps ritual being performed by KT Dillon before coming here, so I'm curious to see if that
needs
helps.
all the intervention he can to turn the fortunes around of ATKMB. And the next match, of course, will be a bit interesting as well. You could call it the Punjabi derby, so to speak, Binder Teja versus Tika. But Ashwin has looked good, looked cute. One of the more enduring and adorable characters that we have in the eISL. Always very animated, wearing his heart on his sleeve. You can see everything that happens in a game. He has a brilliant reaction to. I think he would be amazing at these Bollywood Filmfare Awards. Just to sit in the audience and give reaction shots, because that's how it works over there. But taking a look at how they stack up, Ashwin, of course, 24 up against KT Dillon, 22. Elite division player, Ashwin, of course, a ranked player with 1908. So obviously not at the heights of guys like Saranch and Lokmanya, who are in the 2100s. But a very skilled player nonetheless, and he'll be hoping to get off to a good start. And for KT Dillon and ATKMB's sake, I'm hoping they can keep it tight for that first half and then go from there.
Absolutely, right? Because as you mentioned, Like for both of these teams, it's quite a different side wherein Ashwin has had a bit of trouble scoring goals. For the side of ATK Mohun Bagan, it's usually we see them being able to score but not being able to stop. So we'll have to see which side of that is really able to improve and come out on top. For now, oh, that's a foul.
Yeah, that's a foul, but a very interesting choice of
Neymar.
players. We finally see a Neymar. We also see a Cordoba in central defense. So for ATKMB, so clearly saying that okay, you know what, we need to change something around. Maybe a few new cards appearing as the tournament has been evolving. So we will see the meta also change occasionally as new cards, new events come up. As we
Oh,
see KT Dillon starting very well, getting a shot on target, and I think that's good for his confidence to just. Immediately get a shot away. He's got Cruyff on the ball, puts the cross in, he's got
oh,
Gullit and just wide.
oh my lord. As you said, ATK Mohan Bagan trying to switch up their style with those changes and certainly looking good for it. A strong, strong start so far. Very, very close to finding the back of the net, just slightly off on the finishing. But for the side of Ashwin, he's going to be accustomed to feeling the pressure like this, and it's going to be about trying to hold the line for him and then strike back. Because I think what he's going to be imagining coming into this game is that if I can take the lead, I doubt I'm going to give it up.
Yeah, and of course he will know that ATKMB's defense not the strongest. So even if he does concede a goal, there's always a chance
Yep.
for him to strike back immediately. No major changes in terms of the lineup and meta for Mumbai City FC. They're going with the,
Oh,
I mean, he's got Vieira playing at centre back, Zidane in midfield along with Gullit. But hang on, that's given away, and that's the kind of mistakes that ATK Mohan Bagan have really been made to regret. Not this time, however, and. We are going to see a little fortunate with that gets the throw. But KT Dillon is a player you'll notice from his style of play that he likes to trigger a lot of those manual runs, take control of players off the ball. And he's barging his way through the defense over here, using
oh,
Ronaldo 9, getting around Gullit. Great tricks and almost just running out of real estate over there. And it's immediately a corner taken quickly. He will go for that cross again. He's got Gullit at the far
oh,
post this time
oh!
and on target and saved. So a clear strategy to do that, but I have seen KT Dillon get caught out over there because you know immediately Ashwin is going to be the moment that corner screen appears, he's going to be taking his own player and charging towards the man with the cross. So
Oh,
let's see how many times he can try that and get away with it
ah.
as he dribbles the ball
he
outside, and it is a goal kick.
just faked the ball into the goal outside the goal line, and at this point, for both of the teams, definitely, I feel like the tempo is starting to get picked up. But as you pointed out, I think that corner strategy will start falling off. So I wonder if he's got another lined up his sleeve because they looked very quick and practiced. But for now, Ashwin on the attack. Pele has a lot of space for himself. Gonna pass
Oh,
it
there
on
you go.
Ronaldo. This is a free spot for a shot, but he doesn't
Oh,
take it
is he going to be
cleanly.
onside though? Yeah, he does manage to recycle possession, keeps it onside. And there you can see the ease with which
Oh,
it's sometimes easy. And there you
yeah.
go. Just it's a simple pass in, and this has been the struggle for ATKMB all throughout. Ashwin pretty much apologizing for scoring that goal. You see that celebration used quite often, and yeah, all that good work just suddenly undone with a simple ball played into the box. Not able to react quickly enough there, KT Dillon. And yeah, for ATKMB right now, I mean, offense is the best form of defense, and
Yeah.
that's basically how they need to approach this game. Like you score, we score. That's what their strength is, and it looks like he's on the verge of creating an
Oh.
opportunity here, using Ronaldo
Oh wow.
9 with a
That's
little,
a goal.
and there you
What?
go. That's a beautiful goal. Individual skill over there, using that little elastico to create the space, and 1-1, and that's exactly what ATKMB needed right there. And
Yeah,
hopefully they can, for their sake, they can kick on.
yeah, that Elastico was just exquisite. But as you were saying it, literally as you were saying it, it
Ooh.
happens. The offense being the best form of defense gets one back. Ronaldo now trying to run it through, but I guess this is the advantage of running Vieira on that defense. You have that physicality in case you run out of that pace.
Yeah, physicality, and he has decent pace as well. I believe a 80 plus for pace, which
Yeah.
for central defenders is always great to have in this game. You see now using Pele, let's see what Ashwin is going to do. Is it going to be something more complicated or just a simple pass into the box? It's simple passing for now, but well dealt with for once by ATKMB, and let's see what they can do on the counter attack. KT Duran again trying to play pretty quick. You see that manual run over there, but taking his eye off the player with the ball, and unfortunately turning possession over. And there you go, another simple ball played into the box using Pele now with Cruyff and his own little
Ooh.
elastic over there, getting maybe he would have wanted that on his right foot rather than the left. But more straightforward corner routine coming up here. Oh, that's well worked. Oh, that was almost a very, very interesting corner worked over there by Ashwin. Maybe something that he's been working on. A little variation to the regular theme. And for now, it's managing to keep that in with
Wait, that.
Pele sprinting all the way through. And can he put the cross in? Oh, he had the opportunity there, but decided not to. But let's see if it turns out to be the right
Okay!
decision. It's a Marseille
Whoa!
roulette, and he
Oh
doesn't take
no!
the shot. He tried to walk that into the goal. A clear cutback available to him with nobody on the horizon to intercept it. And is he going to regret that now?
I mean, surely, right? That's got to hurt. That roulette was just like it demanded a goal. That was the sort of thing that you want to see in the highlight reels, but instead we might see it on the bloopers. But hold on, Ashwin's got a mind of his own to try and get the lead. Not gonna happen though. The players are making it hella intense. All these interceptions in the final third, but Ashwin now getting the ball back in the midfield. There's only about 3 minutes left in this half, so he's gonna look to try and keep it. Maybe look for the
Ooh.
last attack. Instead, just goes for the kill, gives that last attack away.
Yeah, and well,
Never
he gets
mind.
it back again. Yeah, I think a little bit of oh, this could be it.
Oh
He's
wow.
left him on the floor, and it's into the goal. And KT Dillon again. That's such a huge sucker punch. He had the opportunity to maybe get a chance himself, or maybe even just take it into halftime level. But again, you can see he's going for those manual runs, but in the process of controlling the player on the run, forgetting
Huh.
about the player who's actually on the ball, and he's being made to pay for that.
I just noticed Ashwin's Mbappe card is a CDM card, which is
Yeah.
quite interesting. I'm sure it was a bunch of modifiers that made it like that, but it speaks to what you say, right? About how we see these bizarre
Oh, there you
combinations of players, but ooh,
oh,
almost
almost a
that scoop.
little ball roll scoop turn over there. Not quite working out. KT Dillon, you can see that little grimace on him. He's annoyed with himself. He could have taken this easily. I mean, he could have been 2-1 up if we're being
Yeah.
honest. If he had just been a little less indulgent, maybe you can say with Pele over there, because he just had to square the ball to Ronaldo, and it was the easiest of all tap-ins. And uh, oh no, left him hanging. Ah, there you go, there you go.
Hey.
They've been working on that clearly,
Yeah.
and there you can see did this very well, created the space, got the shot away. And yeah, a bit of sigh of relief over there, much more coordinated with the fist bumps at ATKMB. And this just passed the ball right there, right there.
Ah,
No,
so
oh my
free.
goodness. And yeah, we kick off the second half, and work to do for KT Dillon. He is, you could
Ooh.
say, the senior player, so to speak, in this lineup. So he will want to at least get a draw out, and it's Messi on for Mumbai City FC, so you know what to expect.
Yeah.
And we've got Pele in down the wing for the moment. Let's see where Messi is playing. He's got Messi playing on
Left.
the on the left wing. So clearly not going for those finesse shots. Maybe looking for crosses, and maybe looking for that shot across the box. Timed finish, but Cafu over there in right place, right time. We're seeing a lot of interesting corner routines being used today. So this time he's going for the
Oh.
cross, and Gullit wins the header. Now it's about the second ball. Theo Hernandez is going to take his time and recycle this. He's got Maldini and Gullit on the ball. Works it wide to Ronaldo. Trying to work that isolation
Yeah.
somehow, not quite happening, and gives the ball away. And now on the counter attack,
No.
Neymar not quite able to get things done. That's a
Oh,
beautiful
that's.
dink inside and cleared off the line by Maldini, almost for Ashwin. But well covered on the line over there by KT Dillon. Now he's looking for the counter attack. You do feel that ATKMB have a goal in them. It's whether they can just keep Mumbai City out and avoid those mistakes. He's just running down the line over there with and he's managed to get that through to Gullit. Now it's about the decision making. He's worked that well, and you can see over
Oh.
there three players there to cover that cutback. It wasn't really a cutback; it was pretty much a low-driven cross. But you can see that players very very wise to these tactics now. They know
Yeah.
that that's exactly what's going to happen the
Oh, that's
moment
much needed.
the player gets to the byline. And now with almost had the opportunity, but well, gets the ball to Messi either way via a touch from the opposition. And interesting to use Messi on the left. Maybe he wants a better angle to shoot from the left, or other left-footed player to shoot those from those angles, or maybe looking for somebody to cross the ball. Will be interesting to see how he uses him. But for now, will he even need
Oh!
to use him? He doesn't. It's Pele into the top corner. The fist bump happens, no hesitation this time. It's beautifully done over there. And you can see KT Dillon just sort of left it open for him, and he capitalized completely.
Yeah, absolutely. I think just that bit of hesitation from KT Dillon starting to really creep into his gameplay here, where you can see he's not sure if he wants to go for that tackle in, he's not sure if he wants to cover the cutback, not able to be immediately decisive in his approach. And with Messi and Eusebio coming on for Ashwin, it seems like the opposite has happened. He looks much more decisive, much more ruthless, really, in the way he wants to approach the attack. But now, let's see. Last time around, when Ashwin did score his first goal, we got an immediate response from KT Dillon, trying to use those skills of Neymar to get Cafu on, but he's got a cross. He can go for it, but once again, just trying
Oh
to
no,
run it down.
again. Yeah, I think he's just uh, playing. Hang on, he's got his favorite corner routine. He gets the ball into the back post, but unfortunately, the wrong person there for his sake. He had Pele at the back post instead of Gullit. Maybe slightly overhit the pass, and now he's got Messi in behind, able to hold that ball up. And if he spots the ball, yeah, there you go. He's found it Messi. He's found Eusebio. He's
Oh, that's
found
beautiful.
Pele. This is beautiful. This is surely a goal now,
Yeah.
and that is beautifully done by Mumbai City FC. And unfortunately for ATKMB, the pain continues.
Yeah, it's just getting a little worse now because you can see Ashwin's confidence definitely rising. That entire routine through which he got the attack through, absolutely beautiful. Set up the move with Messi at first, but knew he was wanting to shift it to centrally immediately because of the fact that he had been running, say, the last few times down the wing. So just that little bit of change, just that little bit of awareness, showing how much of an edge Ashwin has, at least in this match, got over KT Dillon, and looks like once again trying to just increase that lead further and further, help their goal difference in the leaderboard.
Yeah, and had an opportunity to cross over there. It's just these one-on-ones where KT Dillon is just not able to make things happen.
Oh,
He goes for the timed finish over there from outside the box using the left foot of Eusebio. And Ashwin just gonna take his time now, have a sip of water. This was beautifully worked. Lovely movement of the ball, then the couple of tricks to create the space, and just taking his time, eyeball to eyeball with the keeper, banging it into that top corner, and again leaving him hanging, putting the controller down. Almost a bit of swag with that one. And it is 4-1 now to ATK, to Mumbai City FC, and yeah, now it's pretty much up to Bindratej. What can he do against Tikka, who's no mug himself? He's been in terrific form. So, going to be a hugely uphill task for ATKMB here.
yeah, and we'll have to see what they're really able to accomplish. Maybe just a couple more goals to get some confidence back, get ready for the co-op, and hope that Bindratej is able to pull it back. Because right now it looks like Ashwin has got this match in the bag. We have seen bigger comebacks, yeah, but like given how compact Ashwin really usually looks in defense, it's going to be very hard. Once again, trying to trigger the manual run, but as we've noticed a few times throughout this match, losing his concentration with the player on the ball itself. And Ashwin just like, okay, while you're doing that, I'm going to just tackle you, take it up. But hold on, a
Okay, he
chance
has the
created. Zidane.
opportunity here. Oh no,
Ah,
went the wrong
I mean,
way. I think Ashwin read what he was trying to do, and well defended over there, getting it out of harm's way. He's got Theo Hernandez. Will he go for that long ball? Maybe once he has Gullit, who has a higher passing stat, he might try that. And now you can just see the open spaces available. He has Gullit running through, and he's found him. And
wow.
well, this could be 5 over here. Oh, try to
Oh,
walk it around the keeper. Ashwin can't believe that. He managed to make that stick, and now he's got Ronaldo, he's got Zidane running through. Is he onside? Yes, he is.
oh
But
no.
again, wrong choice of trick, you have to say, for KT Zidane, and it's yeah, unfortunately just not his day yet again. And
Yeah.
Pele is in over here. He can go for Messi at the back post. Well,
Uh,
decides to just use the opposition to get the ball back, and Yeah, I mean, KT Dhillon will want just that one goal now. Just something to swing the
Yeah.
tide just a little bit, just change the momentum, just little slightly. And you can see also his players. If you contrast the the stamina of the players, it looks like he's. Oh, that's beautiful. That's
Wow.
lovely from KT Dhillon. That's what he's capable of. If he could just sort his defense out, he would be a real monster in attack. But just defensively, it's not really worked for ATKMB. They have been in this situation before where they've gone 4-1 down. Again, a little one of those Ronaldinho flip flap elasticos. They've been in the situation, they've been 4-1 down, then suddenly come back to 4-3, and the scoreline looks a little bit respectable. But unfortunately, it doesn't change the outcome. And as I've said repeatedly about ATKMB, you can't concede 4 goals every game and hope that you're going to score 5 or 6 each time.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a consistent pattern that you can adopt, especially given the skill level of all the other players in the ISL. But right now, trying to get another consolation goal in, or perhaps even contend for that stoppage time equalizer, but it doesn't happen. The corner routines haven't really changed, and Ashwin is after that one time is able to just adapt to it every single time. But now Ashwin, with perhaps the last attack of this game, the keeper coming off the line, perhaps an opportunity to go back into the box. I was thinking maybe to Pele, but it won't matter. He's got the win.
Yeah, great performance from Ashwin over there. Just finding the gaps, finding the weaknesses, and exploiting them completely. You can see very chilled out, of course, very calm mood over there in the Mumbai City FC camp. Fairly routine, low stress win for Ashwin, and now it's down to Bindratej. What can he do against Tikka? Can he turn his fortunes around? Because usually it's been KT Dhillon to sort of come and maybe try to rescue a draw in the middle. It's usually been Bindratej going in the first game. And now the pressure is really on him because he's conceded, he's scored a lot of goals. Bindratej, he scored maybe 10 or 12 goals so far, but he has conceded maybe like 15, 16, and that's really where the problem lies.
Yeah, exactly. And I think right then and there, we're going to see maybe a similar story in the second game as well, because we've seen Tikka usually comes to most games with a game plan, whereas for Bindratej, it's about that blitz style, getting the confidence. But looking at the highlights itself, as you mentioned, right, we noticed that, like, of course, from Ashwin, we're seeing that consistency, but those gaps in defense, for example, even that pass to Ronaldo so deep into the box, the fact that the striker is allowed to have that moment to really take the time and then take the shot, I think that's where KT Dhillon really losing out. But of course, you can see attacking wise, the Elasticos, he's got the skill for sure. It's just some decision.
This one, I think that was a very key moment in the game, because if he just puts that across, takes the lead, suddenly the dynamic of the game shifts completely. And I don't think you would see then Ashwin playing with the kind of freedom that he was to pull off this goal, which is again spectacular. And Tikka has been enjoying that. Lots of fist bumps for them, well coordinated today after the fiasco of last time. Is it a handshake? Is it a fist bump? What are we doing? But for now, plain sailing this one for Mumbai City FC, and ATKMB need to pick themselves up. A lot of pressure on Bindratej. Can he channel that now into a positive performance?
We'll have to see, because you could see the mood in the ATK Mohun Bagan camp very different to the mood in the Mumbai City camp, wherein, as you mentioned, Mumbai looking very calm, composed, and fairly confident, I would say, in their expectation from this matchup. But oh yeah, thank you. Did not leave him hanging. But yeah, for the side of Mohun Bagan, it's not necessarily that. All I see is perhaps frustration and a little bit of disappointment within each other. So I want to see a lot more like drive, and especially from Bindratej in the next game, because we know just how good KT Dhillon is on attack. Bindratej can be that good too. He's known to score a lot of goals, but the problem is how many he lets in. But EXG quite close.
Yeah, actually, ATKMB, and that's testament to the fact that they actually created a couple of fairly decent chances. So will be disappointed that he couldn't do more with it. And I do believe the voice in my ear tells me that we have Ashwin online waiting to talk to us. So hopefully we'll get to chat with him soon. And yeah, there he is, Ashwin. Well done, congrats on the win. Far less stressful win than most of the performances, most of the games you've been involved with recently. So, how are you feeling?
Yeah, first of all, before that, before going into the question, maybe you noticed our fist bump. So, are we on practice?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, getting better. I have to say.
Yeah. So, yeah, coming back to the question, yeah, it's my first win in this tournament. So, in an individual game. So, I'm feeling like happy. I'm like confident going into the next games. So, that's pretty much it.
I'm curious about one particular tactical decision you made where after halftime you had Messi on the left wing and Pele on the right wing, where usually we're used to seeing it flipped around. So, what was the idea behind that decision?
See, I personally during my attack, I don't go in for the finish shots. So I play the guy who's the left foot on the strong side. So I play on the left side and I play Pele on the right side for the across shots because I time the shots. So that's it's not a tactic or something. It's just that my preference
Yeah,
towards the game
Style.
is like that because I don't go in for
yeah.
finish shots.
Yeah, no, we could see the timing on the shots was on point completely.
Yeah.
Lots of great moves put in over there. And what are you expecting now from the next game? Tikka against Bindratej. Of course, a lot of pressure on ATKMB. So how's Tikka feeling? We've seen him use a lot of different tactics against specific opponents. So what's his plan like for today?
Yeah, well, you see, the first game itself was a close game. Dillon played, KT played very good. So he just got unlucky with he did a shot cancel, then he couldn't beat the keeper. So there was a few unlucky here and there. But I hope Tika clutches it against Bindra so that we can get two straight wins and take this home.
Well, we'll be looking forward to that matchup as well as you in the co-op. But we'll head on towards Thika now. Congratulations once again on the win in the individual.
Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day.
Okay. There you have it. It is 4-2 for Ashwin. I mean, the stats of the game tell us that maybe it was a bit closer than it actually was, but I think when you're using the timed finishing the way Ashwin does, XG sort of goes out of the window because when you have a clean shot, the expectation is that it's going to end up in the top corner, and that's what we saw from him. And I think first instinct was right. He likes to have the players shooting across goal on their stronger foot. So yeah, good tactics over there, playing to his strengths, and now it's about Tikka versus Bindratej. The thumbs up across the table have been given. Controllers are in hands. Ashwin has his own controller in his hand as well. Maybe he's also playing it side by side, just playing his own game and trying to simulate it while it's happening. And KT Dhillon again, I think still a bit pensive, still ruminating, still thinking maybe about that one key missed chance which could have really shifted the tide of the game.
I'm noticing that his, I guess you call it a tikka, is half gone, and I think that usually happens when you like face bump, right? You're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that you
Well,
can
one
see.
tikka may have gone, but another tikka has appeared, and it is time now for to have a look. We do see Bindratej is an 1800 ranked player. Tikka, interesting to know, is a Division 2 player. So interestingly enough, just one division higher than I am. So clearly you can see the disparity as soon as you jump up from Division 3 to Division 1 and 2. But let's see if he can give. He has been punching above his weight for sure. So far in this tournament, he took Lokmanu all the way in his game there as well. And as we kick off, let's see ATKMB. Can you finally get that win on the board? They've not managed to win any games so far, even within the individual battles. So they'll be hoping to just get that 1 point on board.
Yeah, it's just about getting yourself started, getting yourselves on the road. So we'll see if Bindratej is able to do that with a strong start in this game. Right now, is just focusing on the attack, not about not gonna worry about the last game. And I want to see how Tikka ends up playing this game. We have seen, as you mentioned, a lot of different styles from him. But the last time around we saw him, he was a lot more free flowing, a lot more willing to go differently on the attack. But right now, just losing the ball in the midfield, Bindratej just will get Tikka his moment. And I think Tikka is going to take it slow. I doubt he's going to be very free with the ball, very loose with the ball.
Yeah, and for now, taking his time on the flanks, probably going to play to the center.
Mm.
Bindutej getting in there very quickly. He's a very direct player, very aggressive. Doesn't want to muck about too much with fancy build-up play and patterns. He just wants to take the ball, find that run, find that through pass, to get that trick.
Ooh!
Almost doing it over there. And yeah, I mean, for the problem for him is that he obviously commits a lot of players on attack and then gets hit on the counter. But for now, he's doing very well. He has the opportunity for the cutback, but cut out well over there, and it's a corner. No clever routines over here. He's just going to go for the short corner using the Ribona fake with Mbappe. Crosses it in. He's got Vieira waiting over there, but elects not to shoot. Probably the smarter call. And I think that was the moment, in that little moment over
Oh
there, when the
no!
ball popped up. You would have expected a guy like Mufu to just lob it over his head
Yeah.
and create space for the shot. But now on the counter attack, this has been Bindutej's Achilles heel. He's been most vulnerable, in fact, from his own corners, because he tends to get counter attack from them pretty easily. And there you see it, Pele again, and he's put it wide. The weaker
Hmm.
foot of Pele, I think, over there, finally showing why it's a weaker foot, because
Yeah.
on the right foot with Ashwin and his time finishing, that was in all the way. But now Bindratej again looking for that run in behind. He's using Ronaldo 7 now to Ronaldo 9. He's got Mbappe and Pele. That's a fearsome top four that he's using over there. Pace and power across everywhere. And there we go. He's created the opportunity and a
Wow.
goal. A beautiful finish into the bottom corner. Bindratej is up and running. It's not a surprise. We have seen him take the lead in games before. We've seen him score 5 goals in games before. But the main challenge is for him to defend those leads, as we see a pause cued by Tikka, maybe making some kind of controller changes or tactical changes, and a little bit of the intensity back now on the faces of the ATKMB boys, as Binder Tej will hope to capitalize on this. Great skill over there. Using, you can see he's got 4 very high skill, very high power and pace players up top, and that worked out well for him. Interesting that he didn't go far post, decided to go near post with that low driven shot, and worked out well for him.
Yeah, absolutely. A very nice setup on the play too. As you mentioned, completely direct, and it shows us the idea with Bindutej is going to come into this game. Definitely looking for the kill immediately, but we'll have to see how he's able to hold up defensively and keep his lead. Right now, it is Tika with the ball on the attack, running down the wing with Pele, and I noticed there's Carlos Alberto on the right back position for
I
Mohun.
think I think it might be on the left back position. Oh no, it is the right back position. So no Kafu needed
Yeah.
for Binder Tej. Maybe actually, I'm not entirely familiar with the Carlos Alberto card, as he wins a free kick. Will he take it quickly? Yes, he does. Okay, he doesn't want to break the flow, not looking for any kind of crosses or set piece tactics, just going straight for it. And now he's got Ronaldo 7 and Ronaldo 9. It's opened up for the shot. Is he onside though? And it's saved. He had the opportunity to shoot there with Ronaldo 9. I'm really surprised he didn't take that shot, because 9 out of 10 times that's going to end up in the corner.
Yeah, very curious decision over there. But it is going to mean Tika now gets this opportunity to attack, but
Oh,
again,
and
Tika getting
Rudiger.
stuck on the flank. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
and we're
Rudiger.
seeing, yeah, Antonio Rudiger. So interesting. Maybe I think he feels comfortable with the players that he uses in his actual foot team.
Hmm.
I do have that as well. Like, even when there are better players available to me, I tend to go with just the familiarity of the touch and the pass that you expect. He's got the overload there. If he can find the pass to Mbappe or to indeed to Pele, deciding to be a bit patient, which is good to see actually for him. Patience has been a problem for Bindratej, and he tends to force the issue, force a pass when it's not there. And oh, he's working that well. Ah, there you go. That was just an illustration of that. Just, I think, got frustrated by the fact that he had turned away from goal and turned away from the chance, and then tried to force through a pass that was just not on. Uh,
Oh,
Tikka
that's
sort
lucky.
of doing the same as well over there, and now one on one. This is where Tikka is good. Bindratej needs work. He gets away with it over there, and now on the counter attack again. Will he go for a 1-2? Can't quite do it. Very tight over there, Vieira in defense.
Ooh.
And I mean, you fear for
Sh-
Bindratej every time Tikka comes forward, because there's always, there you go, a lovely
hmm.
turn, but yeah, gets away, lives to fight another day. The defense. I think the one thing ATKMB would want more than anything is a clean sheet, and he goes for Gullit. That's interesting. He has the opportunity to find Ronaldo 9 open on the left, elects not to take it. But yeah, just slowing things down a little bit. Now suddenly accelerating, almost getting that turn right. And now on the counter attack, this is where, because he attacks with pretty much 6 players and just leaves 4 back to defend. So that has been, I guess, a part of the problem for him. You see, and it does look as though also he, I could be wrong, but I think he's playing a 4-4-2 diamond, so a very narrow formation. But he's got the cutback. Oh, well
Ooh.
defended. The left foot of Maldini just popping out over there at just the right time, but crucial for ATKMB to see this
Oh,
out till
Ronaldo.
half time, and well saved. Still an opportunity. He's got Pele,
Offside.
but it is offside, and Benitez heaves a sigh of relief.
Yeah.
Surely at this point he just needs to see this out and get to halftime 1-0 up and just sort of regroup. But if he can make it to 2-0, nothing quite like it. And again we see Pele over there. Scott, this is pretty much the last attack. Yeah, I think he's. I was about to say settling for 1-0, but no,
Oh,
he's
hold
got the
on.
opportunity and he puts it in, and that is a huge moment in this game. It's a huge moment for ATKMB. Pindratej making that count with literally the last kick of this first half. Ronaldo 9, the last time he hesitated on the ball, this time smashes it into the top corner. 2-0 ATKMB, and a huge, huge sigh of relief for Pindratej. There you go. Smashed in, worked it very well, and
Yeah.
now Tikka with his work cut out.
Yeah, and like I think the basic fact that he was able to understand that the last time around in a similar situation, he did make the error of not firing it off right away. This time around, learning from that and getting it right, I think that progress itself, I really like to see for Binditesh because, as you mentioned, like his attacking has always been on point. So if he's able to just get that confidence through, maybe the focus on the attack is the best form of defense style. He will be able to get the win. Right now, though, right before halftime, getting that second goal, that's going to be huge, huge for his confidence because going into the second half, he's surely going to have some traumatic memories popping up.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, he's been 3 goals up and thrown it away,
Yeah.
and really, it wasn't even that his opponent really did something brilliant. I believe it was Varsi that day. He just kept giving the ball away, and hopefully, he will have learned from that. He will know that when opponents are trailing, they are going to employ high pressing tactics, use constant pressure, and he needs to be prepared to deal with that.
Yeah, it's a very important point, especially the pressure aspect. I do notice Tika changing up to defensive maybe, but I assume he will be more attacking because he is now against the lead. A couple of changes for him, Ronaldo and Zidane coming on, so perhaps a lot more long balls that we get to see from the side of Tika, maybe even a lot of crossing. But as you can see right now, just holding the ball and unfortunately not able to find that long pass. Zidane with his first pass not helping out.
Yeah, and again, a little impatient there from Tika. He saw I think his eyes lit up when he saw how high the line was for Mumbai City FC over there. But crucial for him to not concede early. He has to try to see this out, try to
Ooh.
keep it at 2-0 till about the 60, 70-minute mark. Try to maybe obviously even increase his lead
Oh.
there. Just wow, flying in there was Theo Hernandez, I believe, but gets the ball back. Now, what's he going to do? Well worked over there, keeping the ball. And I think it makes sense for him to now just try to keep the ball in midfield and entice Tikka onto him as he did over there. And now, with the trick, he's got Pele, decides to not shoot over there, going for the trick, still in control of this. But now, will he go for the smarter pass? That's good. And that's
Oh.
very good. And
Tika.
no, overplayed. That slightly wins the ball back again. A bit of a mistake there from Tikka. And will he decide to now go all the way back? Yeah, just recycles the ball. Well worked over here. It's
Oh.
opened up for him with Ronaldo 9 and Mbappe. He's got the goal. He's 3-0 up. Come on, Bindratej. Don't throw it away again.
Yeah, that's certainly what he's going to be hoping for. But given the composure with which he's controlling the ball, I think it definitely is looking like he has learned from that loss itself. Now, the ball skewed by Tika. will be making some changes, and we'll have to see. He's already used two of his substitutions, so it has to be more of a tactical change that he's making here. And immediately, I think you can see the way he's committing to the pass. Gullit just ran past Ronaldo. All he needs to, I think, do in those central areas is try to mark Bindratej, but perhaps the pressure of the fact that this is the second half and he is down in that score margin, not able to get a single goal of his own yet, that perhaps is hurting him.
Yeah, and I think one of the things that Bindratej does is that, which obviously helps him in attack, is the fact that he likes to get his midfielders forward. You see Gullit making a lot of runs into the box, and now that he's 3-0 up, I think it would be smart for him to make that tactical change to now have those two midfielders sit back and
Oh,
close down these kind of channels. Gets away with it because that was so close. Now on the counter attack, this is where Tikka is going to have to be so careful to find that balance, because yes, he has to commit bodies forward, and there you see Ronaldo 9 has to take the shot surely into the corner for nail up. This looks like it could be the first minor victory for ATKMB. Bindratej, it's opened up for him. I think this game completely favors him now, because Tikka is really chasing after Bindratej. He's chasing the ball, chasing possession, committing bodies forward.
yeah.
And suddenly the bit of a smile back on the face of Katie Dillon as well. And yeah, this was pretty easy. You could see the fullbacks playing very, very high. Almost playing with the two at the back at this point, Tikka. And obviously he has to, because he's chasing the game. And yeah, for Tikka now it's just going to be attack, 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 and Bindratej is going to have wide open spaces. So, I mean, we could see Tikka score a couple, but we could potentially see Bindratej really run away with this. So, and I mean, with the goal difference that ATKMB have, that can only help them.
Yeah, exactly, right. Every single goal Bindratej, it's not just going to help his and his teammates' confidence. It's actually going to help them a lot on the leaderboard, because their goal difference is looking quite bad right now. But hold on. Tikka trying to make the move, but you can see maybe
Yeah,
losing
there
that
you go.
confidence
He's
and
got another
completely
opportunity
open.
over here, and oh well, a bit of
Ah,
fortune and then misfortune over there. But you can see every time he attacks now, it's basically going to be 3v3. Ball played in behind, finding Ronaldo. Will he go for a cross? Not quite this time. And Ronaldo, he's got Ronaldo 7 and 9 both on, of course. Tikka, as you have to when you're chasing this game. Gullit on the ball. You can see Bindratej has, oh, as Rudiger gives the ball up, and a shot fake and a
wow.
goal. And are there now going to be just those echoes, those memories coming back for Bindratej of being in this position before and
Yeah.
conceding one and then suddenly getting nervous on the ball? Obviously, he has a bigger cushion than he had the last time, but just needs to keep it calm now.
Yeah, exactly. He just needs to keep it calm and composed right now, because he still has that 3-goal lead. And we'll have to see for Tikka, this will be a moment of revival. He'll be, resurging with energy, trying to move forward. But Bindratej, he's not going to waste any time. Attack is the best form of defense for these ATKMB boys. Not willing to just play it slow and keep the ball, rather going for those ambitious, not 100% guaranteed passes, and therefore perhaps losing the ball in one or two of them. Now, once again, Tikka back on the attack with Mbappe on the wing. Usually, he's gotten stuck on these flanks. I'm curious to see how he manages to get himself out,
Yeah,
but I guess he
and
won't.
can't quite. And again, you see there's that 3-on-2
Ooh,
overload. He's got Ronaldo in. Is he going to try to complicate
no.
this? Unfortunately, yes. He just needed to. There you can go. You can see him just annoyed with himself. Just take the shot, take the chip, do whatever. Make the keeper work, and
Yeah.
just get that. Then try to go for a second ball in case it's saved or a corner. But I mean, I've been in this situation before. It's really, really tough when you're sitting on a lead and you just want to win. It's like the FIFA gods conspire against you. And there you
Oh
go. You
no.
see, it
Oh
is
my
three. It
god.
is 4-2, and oh my goodness, this is
Yeah, this is getting scary.
this is getting really scary for ATKMB. He really, really, really needs to just try to hang on over here. I mean, I don't want to show like any kind of favoritism, but ATKMB, they really need a break right now. And
Yeah.
if Bindratej can just manage to hang on to this, that could just really be a catalyst to change the course of this season. So
Yeah,
yeah, that was
exactly, right.
well
And
worked.
if not, I think it could be a catalyst in the wrong direction for them. They will lose a ton of confidence if they're not able to secure a win from 4-0 up. I think right now for Bindratej, it's just about wasting as much time as he can. And like you said, like definitely no idea that we want a specific team to win, but given the fact that this team has played 4 matches, definitely missing out on a lot of that. And you can see for the side of Tika, this gives him and Ashwin a lot of hope that there is still a possibility in this matchup now with Theo Hernandez trying to move down the wing. Still direct though. Bindratej, I appreciate this. He's not going to give up his style of play. He's going to try to keep moving forward, try to keep getting a goal. Maybe that'll hurt him, but maybe it'll work out.
Yeah, I mean, this is smarter. Like, you can be direct. There you go. It gives the ball away. I was just going to say that you can be direct, but while also just retaining possession in the
Yeah.
right places. And when you're trying to just hold on to a lead, the opposition has constant pressure on you. It's very hard to hold on to that ball in midfield. And now we see Ronaldo 7 gets away with that, and this is where Bindratej has to capitalize on these counter attacks. He's going to have that overload of 4v2, 4v3 sometimes. Scott Pele, run for the hills, Bindratej. Run it into that corner flag and keep it there. And well, could have won a corner over there. Oh, that's a bit of a risky pass, and surely he has to finish it off now. And no, he wins the corner. That's fine. He can just keep it
Yeah.
in there. If I was him, I would just be wasting as much time as I can at that corner flag.
Yeah, just
Yep,
stick to
there
that
you go.
flag.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, you can see a
and
little
puts the ball
desperation.
in. Didn't need to do that. I mean, he'd sold the defender completely, and now the ball in behind. Got to play this smart. Don't lose it.
Oh my.
And oh, that was a risky header back. Now with the keeper, clears it long, but
Uh,
straight to Mumbai City FC. And I don't know. I just get the feeling that he's like Tika is looking in the mood to get that goal.
uh,
Gets it away this time, but gives it
oh
straight
no.
back. And again, with that turn, this time surely 3 on
Yeah.
2 has to make it count.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
finds Ronaldo 9. I think it's done now. Will he go for the goal? It's a
that's a
red
red
card
card.
there anyway. And could mean that he has that player suspended for the next game. Not sure how the rules work in that situation, but he could
Hmm.
be without Vieira. Who knows? But yeah, Bindratej and ATKMB finally have that win. You can see a little bit of a smile
I think
saying,
he's
you know
going
what,
for the shot.
yeah, should I take the shot? Like, sure, why not? Yeah, he does go for the shot and
Ooh.
well, puts it in the corner, but saved by Van der Sar. And finally, for ATKMB, they have that win.
And
You can see
smiles.
just, yeah, the smiles, the laughter. It's like it's the first time we've seen them smile since the
Yeah.
eISL started. So maybe a turning point. Maybe we could see the comeback of a lifetime from them. But for now, obviously, the focus shifts. You can't dwell and
Yeah.
bask in this glory for too long. You still have it's still just tied, and now, as it has been with every game with UCA, we go into a co-op game as the decider. 2-4 and 4-2. Ashwin and KT Dhillon and Tika and Bindratej. So absolutely dead level in terms of performances, goal differences, score lines, everything. And now game 3 is all to play for, and it's going to be so much pressure on all these boys right now. And it's
Yeah.
just about who can deal with that, who can keep a cool head, and maybe steal that win.
Yeah, we'll have to see because, as you mentioned, the pressure is still definitely going to be there because, yes, Bindratej winning was huge for ATKMB, but it was just step 1 out of 2. They really need the full 3 points to help them get, or maybe at least 1 point if they can draw the co-op. I think they won't be happy with that, but they will take it for the time being. But looking at the highlights for this game itself, you could see from the very start, Bindratej was quick and decisive. He knew he wanted to get the lead and then try to keep it, and really that ruthlessness in attack is a bit of a, I would say, similarity between both Bindratej and KT Dhillon. The only clear difference being Bindratej seems to be a lot more clinical with his finisher.
Yeah, KT Dhillon again, and I think that's a factor of confidence, right? Because he didn't have the best time out in his last game. Ended up on the end of a bad defeat. And second guessing himself a little bit, trying to just get the percentage of the shot as high as possible. Wants almost like a 99% shot each time, but sometimes you got to take that 60% or that 70% or that 80% shot, and it will go in for you. So KT Dhillon will be hoping that he can strike back and put in a better performance in co-op. And I think when this 4-1 happened, Bindratej would have had his heart in his mouth saying, oh my god, not again. And when it was 4-2, it was just, I mean, I was scared at 4-2 because
Yeah.
I was like, is this going to be the comeback to trump even Varsi's comeback? But fortunately for ATKMB, managing to hold out, getting that win, their first win of the tournament. I mean, even within the individual games, as we see again, very even. So you have to say, even in the last game, it
Yeah.
was expected goals of 3 per side. So I mean, I'm expecting like, maybe that's a precursor for what we're going to see in the co-op game. Is that going to end 3-all as a true reflection of what we've seen in those first two games?
I definitely want that many goals, but I think it's going to be a big question for the side of both KT Delon and Bindutej coming into this third game. How they try and tackle the strength of really Mumbai City FC in that co-op, because as we heard from Ashwin, right, that was his first individual game win, but the co-op game is where they have been feeling comfortable from the very start between Ashwin and Tikka. But right now you can see it's all smiles for Bindutej and KT Delon. It's almost like
Yeah.
they're specifically smiling for the camera.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey.
They're smiling with the camera. There you go. And yeah, I mean, I'm sure they've been watching back the footage and mainly listening to me giving them a few harsh words for them. But finally, they've got the laughter going. They're just like, oh, this is what it feels like to win
Yeah,
a game in the ISL. I had no idea.
it's pretty
Uh,
damn good.
yeah, and they'll be happy with that, and hopefully now can kick on and get those 3 points, and you just get that monkey off their back as the only team to not have 3 points at the moment. So hopefully a few tactics being discussed over there. Obviously now I think the smiles will disappear a little bit as they get their game faces on. No, Katie, they're still delighted, just smiling all throughout. And I think quite interesting that Binzatej saying that he wants to keep his headphones on for the game. Thumbs up across the tables, which is of course our universal sign for we are pretty much ready to kick off. The controllers are in hands, and palms are being wiped clean, and there are going to be some severely sweaty palms on that ATKMB desk. I mean,
Yeah.
I think you need to call in a cleaner after that because the chairs, the tables, everything's going to be drenched by the time this game is over. And hopefully for them, because I mean they're in their fifth game now, still searching for that first win. Hopefully for them, they can get that monkey off their back, get their 3 points, and get their season now properly underway as we have kicked off.
Yeah, I'm actually curious. The way the player I am, I love the chance. Hold on though to that thought, because already Mumbai City FC losing the ball
Oh,
in a crucial position on the attack ATKMB, but Marquinhos is back and he's back to defend.
yeah, Marquinhos back. They also have Vieira in there. So huge contravention of FIFA law as the red card rescinded for Vieira in the last minute, and he manages to get in. I'm sure there's going to be some complaints filed by the ATKMB fans about this. And yeah, let's see now again a huge mental switch when you go from individual 1v1 to co-op, and he has the ball
Ooh,
in behind. We can play it, and again he has the opportunity. Not quite very good pressure applied there, and defensively on in co-op, Mumbai City FC have actually looked pretty good. It's in offense where occasionally they've struggled. They've had to rely on, I think the last time it was a cross from the left flank using, was it to the left foot of Ronaldo and then the header.
yeah.
But for now, it's ATKMB. You see, that's well worked and well defended in the end. The return of Marquinhos, haven't seen him so far in the day, in the first two games.
Yeah.
People preferring that meta of, well, not even a meta, of using Rudiger and Vieira at the back. So let's see.
So I believe Rudiger Vieira still, no, Rudiger Maldini there for the side of Bindutej, and for Mumbai City FC, no Maldini. It's Vieira and Marquinhos. So a
Yeah.
bit of interesting choice, because
Oh,
we almost always see him, but oh, you see
yeah,
him?
that's a sloppy giveaway, and well, rescued there by his teammate. Where we are seeing the
Oh
preferred Carlos
no.
Alberto, who gives the ball away, and that's not what you want to do over here. Uh, I think maybe Ashwin. Oh, that's well
Oh,
worked and well saved. But I mean, for the other people who are watching these, for the other players who are watching these casts of these games, as the cross comes in, hang on a second, ball
oh,
one and knocked off the line by Van der Sar, bounced just in behind in or in front of him to make that save a bit awkward. But I do wonder for all the other players who are watching. Ashwin may have given away a little bit about his game, saying that I don't take finesse shots,
Hmm.
and maybe people who are playing against him will get sort of cognizant of that and be like, okay, you know what, we can give him space at the edge of the box and try to cut out the pass. And maybe he might, I mean, if people start doing that, he might suddenly start surprising them by taking those long shots. So it will be
Yeah.
interesting to see how that little story evolves. But for now, pretty much deadlocked. It has looked as though Mumbai City FC have been looking like the more likely candidate to score, creating those chances in the box. No entries into the box so far for ATKMB, but could be about to change that. Had the opportunity to find Ronaldo 7 over there and to find Ronaldo 9. This time uses Mbappe though. I'm not entirely sure that's who we wanted the pass to go to, but that's who the game gave the pass to. So for now, it's still deadlocked. Mumbai City FC nil and ATKMB nil.
I wonder if they can maybe start going for a couple more long balls, ATKMB, because I did notice that Mumbai City
Oh,
running
hang
an
on,
offside
they're
trap,
in
but hold
here,
on.
and it's been cut back, and surely
Yeah, it's
that's
a
a
goal.
goal. And Ashwin and Tikka get the lead. A familiar situation, a familiar story for ATKMB, but well, enough time to turn it around. Need to be a little bit more decisive in attack. I think, I think they should just resign themselves to the fact and be like, you know what, defense is just not a thing. Let's
Yeah.
just like we are that team, where the Tottenham Hotspur of the 2000s. We're just going to like concede five and like concede three and score five. But well, hopefully for them less stress, and hopefully for them also an equalizer so that they can take something from this game, because I think it would be even more heartbreaking to finally get that win and then have it
Yes.
all go away in co-op. And again, the fullbacks
Oh.
committing way too far forward. You got Gullit with the roulette over there, and defenders getting in each other's way. And Mumbai City FC are able to retain and recycle the ball. Zidane stopping for a moment, almost thinking, कि घर पे gas चालू रह गया क्या? Just taking a pause to think about, contemplate life for a moment. And now we should see that ball played in behind now, and we do. It's Ronaldo 9 up against Cafu. Of course, two World Cup finalists in France 98. But for the moment, this is eISL 2021, and camped on the edge of the box. And yeah, it's just not happening for them at the edge of that box. The clearly
Oh,
the
the manual.
coordination and the wavelength not quite working. I think either they're not giving them the right positions or right passes, or they're not communicating in time, and that is onside. And surely this will be
Pass?
a goal.
Oh, no.
And yes, he just left the near post completely open, expecting maybe that Eusebio would go far post. Maybe he heard that interview with Ashwin saying, "I like to go across the keeper," and decided to block off. You see the keeper moving. Well, I'm not sure what the keeper was doing over there. Maybe
Yeah.
Van der Sar, also inspired by Zidane, started thinking about household chores. But yeah, Mumbai City FC, they've been clinical. I mean, they've looked honestly the most likely to score in this game. ATKMB just haven't been able to get into that opposition box yet, and something really needs to change for them to. There you go again, not able to make those right decisions. You can see a little bit of annoyance on that table, and every time Mumbai City FC get forward, they look like they're just about to create a chance. There you go again
Oh,
with that
my.
shot across. That is trademark Ashwin. Brilliantly done by him. And it's 3-0, and the pain unfortunately begins yet again for ATKMB.
Yeah, because it's not a familiar position for them, especially if they are going to try to chase this lead. The defense is just going to get weaker and weaker, and it's going to get harder to come back. But we'll see. Right
Yeah.
now, on the attack, Pele is trying to set someone up. It is going to be R7, but stuck on the wing. And you can see the bodies for Mumbai City FC. They have almost like 7 people defending. They know they just need to keep this lead.
Yeah. And now on the counter attack, that
Oh,
could work out being a pretty decent ball. Unfortunately, not quite working out there. But yeah, Mumbai City FC relentless in the way they're attacking, not giving them a moment to breathe. And as you rightly said, the now that ATKMB are going to be chasing the game, those gaps are going to appear more and more frequently. And again, using Eusebio,
oh.
twisting, turning, Van are able to pick it up, and it is half time.
Yeah, we head towards halftime. 3-0 down is ATK Mohun Bagan. The resurgence that Bin the Tej provided, unfortunately, has just died out, and it is the co-op strength of Mumbai City FC. You can see, I think for me, especially, what is really exciting to see from Mumbai City is the confidence in their co-op, where they're happy to run the offside trap against such an attack-oriented unit. Like I would imagine against Bin the Tej, especially, an offside trap would be deadly. But no, they don't care because they are able to just be ruthless and clinical on their finishing, and then the interceptions in the midfield. It feels like Bindratej hasn't really got the freedom that he got in his second game. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would assume it is just some baby steps, and we'll see if they are able to pull back in this second half. But definitely, Mumbai City FC looking much more cheerful than they did in that first game. So, sorry, in the end of the second game. So we'll have to see. But right now, Messi on for Theo Hernandez. Hold on,
Okay,
ATK
all right.
board Bagat going all guns blazing.
Yes, it looks like the left back Messi. There we go. Position he's clearly never played before. Maybe a different strategy. Maybe saying we're going to try to get some crosses into the box, but for that you need to get players into the box. And I don't know. Maybe it's some kind of an emergency tactic that they've worked on before because Messi is going to be hopeless while defending Mbappe over there. And yeah, not quite sure. We've got Maldini now. I'm not entirely sure what the system is that they're trying to employ over here. It's just chaos is the system that they're trying to employ.
I think
And
maybe.
wait, now Messi now shifting, Messi being given a free roll across the pitch. We're going to see him goalkeeping in 2 minutes at this rate.
I mean, yeah,
It's
he's
very
gone from
strange.
left back to right wing to center mid, and right now, yeah, he's on the right wing,
Yeah.
and he's just gonna get fouled.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, a bit of a an excursion there for Messi starting at left back, ending up on the right wing where you would usually have him. There he is. Or rather right midfield, you could say. So maybe they
Yeah.
want to go for a few long range shots. They're thinking that's the only way,
Oh,
and that's a how is that not a foul? Vieira, first of all, on a red card, should never have been allowed to
yeah.
start this game to begin with, and now blatantly fouling. Vinder Tej there shaking his head, almost complaining to the producer, saying, "Kya hai ye game? How is this allowed?"
Yeah.
And thrown the ball straight to Eusebio over here, and we could be looking at a 4-0
Cut
if they play
back.
this
Yep.
right. They have played it right and well
Hmm.
defended. The end, and oh, that's
Oh
a
no,
gorgeous pass. It's
that's a
opened
goal.
up. That's brilliant. That's unbelievably good from the Mumbai City FC boys. And yeah, you can see them having a bit of a laugh, having a bit of a smile about it. And sadly, the smiles for ATKMB have disappeared. And well, if they're going to be watching this broadcast back, well, they were nice and happy and smiling at the cameras and well, looking at us, maybe giving it back to us, saying, "Hey, come on, we're better than that." But oh wow, that's well done. Does he have a live feed of my commentary in his ear? Because that was sensational, and this could
Oh.
be the goal. Yes, this should be the goal.
Ah.
No, keeper covering the near post, so I think that put him off slightly, but still the ball with ATKMB, and that's beautifully worked. Pele, will he go for it? It saved. It looked like it was arrowing into that far corner, but well saved in the end by Van der Sar. And now from the corner, do they have anything special planned? Keeper comes out
Ooh.
to block things off, and it does look like they'll be going for the short corner.
Yeah, the keeper very far out though. I was thinking maybe they could have gone for a edge of the box run, maybe, or a far post shot, but rather just losing the ball. And something we've seen a lot for ATKMB is not going to happen right here. They are able to get it back. Messi now trying to set up a play on their own, but Gullit is not the player you want running down your wings.
Yeah, not at all. And ball goes out for a throw, so ATKMB still have the ball. I mean, it's not outside the realm of possibility for them to make a comeback over here, but I mean, you need to have a few shots on goal to make that happen. As the advantage is played with the foul over there, and Maldini, right place, right time. Antonio Rudiger, well, he had a good game last time out, but unfortunately, just not working for him. And now
Ah,
Messi had the opportunity to release that pass again. A little bit of a delay over there. And Maldini just about wins that ball back. He has the opportunity for the through ball, finds Ronaldo over there. Now, well, just I think defensively, Mumbai City FC have been very, very, very solid. They've just not given them the room to breathe. And of course, on attack, I mean, it's pretty much the complete performance from them. As we see over here, this could get even worse for
Oh no.
ATKMB, still could get worse. Playing it across with the keeper and a bit of a risk taken, but they get away with it. And now trying again to break, but just not happening for them today or
Yeah.
on any day so far, which is unfortunate for ATKMB. But Mumbai City FC, really, really dominant co-op performance over here. Can they salvage a bit of pride from this? The ball comes in. It is Mbappe at the far post, but now again on the counter attack, it's going to be 2v3. We have also a player running in at the far post in case he spots him. Rabona fake over there from using Mbappe. And oh, that's lovely. Works that well. Solo goes for the cutback and another pass and a
Oh,
roulette. Oh, that could have been an absolute peach of a goal. Now the through ball in behind. Sprint Ronaldo. Run for the hills. We're not going to see a red card tackle over here for sure. Oh,
oh no, that's off.
and he's
That's off.
offside. Oh my goodness, that was actually going in. If the player wasn't
Yeah.
there, that was probably just going to roll its way into the net. So very unfortunate for ATKMB over there.
Uh,
And now a simple 1-2 played, and this could be a red
That's
card the other way.
no
But
card.
no,
Okay.
it's just
Yeah.
a yellow, just a yellow. It is of oh, it's interesting. It's the rule breakers, Rudiger. And oh, that's brilliantly worked. Toying with them right now, going for
Oh.
that elastico twice, thrice, maybe once too many and a sliding tackle over there to try to get the ball from Messi, intimidate Messi into giving the ball away. And oh, that's interesting.
I,
Yeah, now it's just frantic end to end. Like you try to score, we try to score. Nobody really cares about defending anymore. And it's just an attacking exhibition now. So they just sit back and enjoy it as we see a through ball. What's Gullit going to do? He's going to give the ball away. So not quite an exhibition.
I do notice, like from the cameras, the Mumbai City players continuously talking, continuously giving each other information or instructions or whatever it is. But on the other side, there's barely any talking. It's like ATKMB expecting to understand each other telepathically. Works out for now. Messi with the interception. Gullit with a long
Oh,
range shot. He
yeah.
had 3 players available. I'm not sure if that's when you go for the shot.
Yeah, I mean, trying to get a bullet from Gullit in that instance, but yeah, keeper's come out like he wants to join in on the counter attack. That's how far out he was. Works out well. Messi, will he go for that final shot? Have the shot and well saved again by Van der Sar. It's just not happening for them no matter what they try. We're gonna
What?
see, I think, Frankie De Jong coming in for Zinedine
So, did I
Zidane.
just mash some random buttons?
Yeah, and well, I mean, I think it's just one of I think a lot of players keep those substitutions queued, and you can see the stamina for all the ATKMB players is ridiculously low. I think because they've probably had constant pressure all throughout, and finally Messi getting his moment for that finesse shot, but just not working out at all. And clock slowly ticking down, and looks unfortunately like it's going to be. Yet another game without picking up a point for ATKMB. Unfortunate for them, but Mumbai City FC have, in the co-op at least, been too good on the day.
Yeah, the co-op has been their strength, and it looks like it is going to continue with another 3 points for the Mumbai City FC boys, and they're looking for the cherry on the
Oh, the
cake. The
keeper's come
keeper!
and
Oh no, I don't think he was expecting the keeper to be
yeah.
there.
Well,
boy.
almost a chance to salvage one goal and a little bit of pride, but there you have it. 3 points on the board for Mumbai City FC, but I think the key stat for that ATKMB will take away from this is, of course, the fact that they've again conceded 12 goals across the space of one match.
Yeah, and it's going to be like definitely a key conversation that they need to have later tonight when they're reviewing their gameplay from today, because we've seen from ATKMB there is definitely brilliance in there. There we see these moments, we see these glimpses of the team actually being able to pull something off, but it's never consistent. And I think that's where they need to try and find a way where they're able to help each other through this rough patch and come out stronger for it. Definitely the one game win for Bindratej will help with that, but that's all they're going to get. On the other side, the Mumbai City FC boys will be jubilant. I think that game too, they're willing to let it go because they're, I think, more and more cementing their strength in this co-op. It is starting to become something to fear for other teams because now, if you even draw those individual games, that co-op comes back as a terrifying factor.
Yeah, and well, you can see, I mean, it could have been even more goals, honestly, in this, like 4-0. You could see the Mumbai City FC boys trying a few different things, trying to be a little innovative. Come on, where's the... There you go, fist bump. Although you'll have to say that Ashwin and Tika got one wrong because Tika again went for the high five and was met by a fist bump. But yeah, that's perfect. There you go, fist bump and fist pump all together. And this was very close. There's a lovely pass in behind over there. Beautifully worked, calm, composed, excellent. You can see them turning away in annoyance from the screens. And I think he was just almost like, oh my god, I almost screwed that up. And then getting that away. Shots from range, I mean, apart from that, not much. I think even Bindratej looking back. And there you go, pretty much the XG telling the story of the game. You have 4 goals, 4 expected goals, 4 goals scored. And I mean, not too much really to choose between them otherwise. You look at in terms of the tackling success, it's 20 from 7, 19 from 6, so not much over there. A lot of interceptions for ATKMB, a lot of corners won, so eventually I think they started the game looking alright. They had control of the midfield in a lot of areas, but then just kept getting counter-attacked on, kept getting hit on the break, and not having that defense organized really in that final line.
I think that's where the communications aspect really plays in, because whenever I would look towards the cameras of Tika and Ashwin, they were continuously telling each other what they wanted to do. At least that's what I'm imagining, because they were able to be a lot more compact, a lot more coordinated. I think that is something that we demand essentially from the co-op game, because of the fact that the other team is going to be a lot more coordinated on their attack. Those manual runs just coming through a matter of conversation.
Yeah, absolutely. Communication is just so key in this game, and you could see the communication from Mumbai City FC constantly talking to each other, constantly saying, "Give me the pass. Okay, I'm making a run. I'm doing this. I'm doing that." Whereas for ATKMB, I mean, maybe it wasn't apparent to us, but maybe it was just a little bit of ventriloquism maybe happening over there, when just speaking without really moving their lips. But unfortunately for them, another loss. Still rock bottom at the bottom of the leaderboard with just 0 points. And well, there's the good news for them is that there's always going to be another game for them to play, as we look now for 5 from 5. That goal difference now of minus 23, which is huge. I mean, they have actually won. They have actually won one game before this, so our apologies for saying that was their first win overall. But yeah, you look now, Mumbai City FC only looking upwards, 4 games played, 2 wins, 2 losses. And of course, sitting pretty up on top of the table, we have Chennai FC with 13 points, FC Goa game in hand, 9 points. Similarly, Jamshedpur and Northeast United FC, all with a game in hand and on 9 and 7 and 7 points respectively. But let's find out now who our hero of the match is.
Is going to be Ashwin, and it looks like not just the 4 goals in his game, but 2 more goals in the co-op. So they have divided that co-op workload just perfectly efficiently, both of them getting 2 each.
Yeah, and you could see that fist bump. I think he scored one really good individual goal in the co-op game, and you could see the excitement from him in that moment. And worked out well for them. Worked out really well for Ashwin, and great day for him.
Yeah, absolutely. First individual win, and of course 3 points on the board. Completing off the cherry on the cake, of course, he is the hero of this entire match. So overall, he's going to be very happy. And yeah, I think that goal perhaps that you were talking about, the co-op goal, was the one where we were like, yeah, this is so Ashwin-esque. The Pele on the right side, getting the skill to get into the box, and then the shot in. It's very similar to this one actually, but this is not the co-op game.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, we did see some beautiful goals, that lovely little interplay and passing in the co-op games between them. And in the solo match, I think Ashwin just felt like he was on a different level entirely over there. But yeah, keeps going, and I think we have Ashwin back again. He's the absolute favorite of the casters. Keeps coming back for more. Congrats, Ashwin. How are you feeling?
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. I'm like cloud 9. So it's like my first win today, and also we gelling like co-op. It's like again we are improving day by day, and again 3 more points. We had 2 losses, now 2 wins back on track. So it's like I don't know. I can't express this moment. So it's like we are so happy.
Yeah, absolutely. And you mentioned gelling in co-op. So I think one of the things we were talking about is communication in the co-op. And I wanted to ask you, like, how is that going for you guys? We continuously see on the cameras your lips moving, but of course we don't know what you're talking about. But we expect it is just the instructions given to each other. So how is that co-op communication going?
I usually like tell to Tika that see, whatever happens, don't lose your game mentally. So this game is all about that. So if you lose it mentally, you lose the game. And also communication is a very important part, especially in co-op. You always have to communicate. So the first goal which we scored in co-op was I was the right back, he was the winger. So I asked him to make the run. Then he switched, and I was striker. So it was like full complete communication. We wouldn't have scored these goals if not for that. So we talk during each and every play, and who to press, who not to press. So if I say like more than our skills on the controller, our communication helps us a lot in winning these co-op games.
All right, brilliant. So I mean, obviously the communication is building, the chemistry is building, the form is building for you guys. So good luck. Obviously representing Mumbai
Fist
City
bumps
FC
also.
as a Bombay boy, and fist bumps are working. You got one wrong, I will tell you, but you'll correct that by the end of it. But yeah, Mumbai City FC getting the win. Congrats, Ashwin, and hopefully we'll be talking to you soon.
Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day. Yeah, cheers.
Right, I think definitely you can see them gelling up very well. But that is the end of this first match of the eISL, powered by Coca-Cola, with Hero as our associate sponsor, Nodwin Gaming as our esports partner, and PlayStation as our platform partner. We've got one more match, so don't you go anywhere. Maybe just grab some snacks, but we'll be back with you in a jiff.